Is this new menu worth the new price?
Princess Bear here. Today we're at Disney's Contemporary Resort, that place that we absolutely never come. But
Yeah.
It's time to return to the roof.
The California Grill.
Yes, the menu is updated again because it's just updated seasonally at this point. And as your number one choice of foodie infotainment, we're here to try the food and judge its worth so you don't have to, because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I will be taking the escalator and not climbing the building.
It's time to foodie and chill. Here comes the monorail. This is my Amuse Bouch from Chef Danny and Jose, the amazing sushi chef here. He put some gold flakes. I have sushi rice, pickled lotus, and pickled carrot with avocado. This is like a two-biter for me, but because it's an amuse, you're supposed to do it in one, so I commit to my mistake. You guys, I swear to you, I did not just eat sushi right now. That was cake. That was a luscious, delicious, moist cake. There's no other word to describe that. That was cake. That was so freaking good. It almost tastes like, back when I wasn't vegan, I would get, I think it was called tomako. It was like just a piece of rice with like a sweet egg on top that you would get from sushi. And it almost tastes like that. It's just like a sweet but savory, like sushi, but tastes like bread. Like it just had that like density of bread. It was amazing. I would give it a 5 out of 5. My amuse has been booshed.
We love a nice Amuse Bouche. We love like getting our palates ready for the excitement of the night. California Grill, more than the price, and the price has gone up $5, is an experience from beginning to end. The server team, from the hostess to the chefs, even to the people down at the desk, the extension of the host team, will make sure that you have an amazing night, from letting you know the time of the fireworks to telling you like random facts about the hotel and the parks. Like, this is an experience that we can justify being worth it. Now, this Amuse Bouche is like an amazement of things. You have rice with A5 Wagyu, a glaze on that Wagyu that's a veal based with gold flake and then topped with caviar. I have no idea what to do with these. These are all things that, while I do eat, I don't eat on the regular. So like combining them all into like sashimi, I'm sushi, like I'm floored. Almost as a running joke at this point. Every single time we come here, the operations team, the management team, we always ask them, when is brunch coming back? Brunch, 6 years ago was a $90 experience for brunch, which looked like an entree. It was basically all you care to enjoy. We know it's never coming back. And if it does, it's going to be horribly expensive. But you know what I would take if you won't give me brunch? I have such faith in the sushi team here. I would do a omakase tasting menu here at the bar, and I would pay stupid amounts of money for that, or at least the princess would let me pay stupid amounts of money for that. That is amazing. Chef Jose does amazing things here. The entire team does things, and they love having fun. I would love Disney to allow them to go wild, like an omakase tasting menu. They would go nuts with that. 5 out of 5 claws. I don't order a lot of Wagyu, but that makes me want to order a lot more of it.
If you've watched our bread service, top 10 bread service video, you will know that this is in our top 10 bread service. California Grill is always amazing. This used to be a big roll, and now it's like little individual rolls, and it's still delicious as always. So I have some Earth Balance butter here. I'm going to throw that on my bread. Just give it a nice little helping. And then, of course, the gorgeous olive oil that everybody loves. I like to drain it a little because I stain my clothes really easily, and I'm not trying to do that today. Cheers to Chef Danny. We love him here at California Grill, and we hope that he keeps moving on up in the Disney world. If you could bottle pizza in one bite, it would be this bread with this sauce. It's just so incredible and like addicting. And the bread on its own is amazing too, but when you eat it with the sippings, it's like pizza. So 5 out of 5 as always. It is a Princessities item. Get this bread in your body.
So yes, like any good foodie heathens, we love a good bread service. So much so that yes, as the princess said, we did make a video of like the best ones on property. We're always trying to work on like new format videos that you guys might like to see. List videos are always like in the works and come and take a little bit more like leg work to get done, but like filming them isn't that hard. But if you have an idea for like a list of things you'd like to see us rate or talk about here at Disney, by all means, let us know in the comments. Those might pop up as an actual video somewhere down the line. You never know. So we're going to get a little bit of this tomato in the bucket. And I'm going to take a little bit of the butter as well. I love a good bread. Churros. We do glaze California Grill a bit. When I say glaze, it's hard to come here and not appreciate the care they put in everything they do. From, like I said, walking in the door to even the bread service. The things the bakery does here in this resort is amazing. The fresh baked bread. And you have like tomato and olive oil. It doesn't taste like something they just cracked open a package of and then served to you. Everything is served with care. They're very particular about the way things are served. There's a story behind most things. The chef team is extremely culinary team here is extremely passionate about everything they do, and that shines through everything they do, including the bread. That's why this bread service made a list of some of our best on Walt Disney World property. That is a 4.75 out of 5 clause. My only minor nitpick is that I can't have this all the time. Other than that, it's perfect.
The last time we came to California Grill was when this first got added to the menu, and I loved this dish a lot. It's very rare when you get a tofu dish, but I did feel like the forbidden rice was a little much, and I did have to have Bear help me. But maybe it's different now. I do think that this is an improvement over the last time that we had it. I think maybe the last time we had it, the rice was a little overcooked. This time it's cooked perfectly, and you can really taste each flavor just like profoundly. I do think the seaweed is a little strong on this one, like maybe it was wrapped twice. I'm a little sensitive to seaweed wrap, so it's just a thing for me, but I still enjoyed this more than the last time that I had it, so the fact that it's better is a bonus for me. I will give it a 4 out of 5 sushi rolls.
I'll be the first to say in the most blasphemous way possible that of all the places in Walt Disney World to get sushi, this is my second favorite place on property. Shikisai, Izakaya at Epcot being the first. But here, less traditional, but like more exciting. The rolls here are more California fusion sushi than traditional sushi, but the things that they do with the sushi here are always like amazing. I love it, absolutely love it. So having to help the princess eat hers, oh woe is me. It's such a terrible plight of a nice foodie. The forbidden rice, the pineapple, gives you like a certain aroma that takes you on like a flavor journey even before you like finish chewing or eating the bite. And the sauce, like the tofu, it gives like just a proper consistency of what you would expect sushi to be, and it feels very based on the West Coast. It feels very much like the princess's home because they love a good fusion in California, and it's no different in California Grill. I give this 4.5 out of 5 claws. I will happily finish all the princess sushi as long as it comes from here. This salad, I am absolutely excited for. They challenge their culinary team here to come up with dishes that are both exciting and have a story. So this dish, this new farmer's market salad. It's a seasonal salad. It changes like every season. This one is from Chef Catherine, one of the sous chefs. They were challenged to come up with a salad that reminds you based on like a pumpkin spice latte, but in salad form. So they have like almond milk little balls in here with like a tart with like a pumpkin mousse in here, bits of candied bacon in here, and then an almond milk based dressing. So, and then there's also like espresso powder like sprinkled over top. Like this is a salad, mind you. Like I couldn't be more excited to bite into this. Like when I say I love rabbit food, this is like the pinnacle of rabbit food, and I cannot wait to get this down my gullet. And I'm not even a pumpkin spice girly or even a pumpkin spice bear. I like matcha lattes because I'm boring like that. This one though, oh, I can't wait. The people that get it, get it. And maybe if this is pumpkin spice latte life, maybe I have in fact been missing out. Maybe it's because I've had such a, I wouldn't say hate in my heart, but a disdain for pumpkin pie for so long. Being the inferior fall pie. That's right, I said it. But this is amazing. I'm literally getting like latte flavors. Like there's that light espresso like aftertaste. But then you have like the burst of like the almond milk from the balls, the pumpkin mousse, and there's also pumpkin seeds in here. The candied bacon gives it a sweetness, but at the same time like a savory. It just sort of sticks with you. It is still very much a salad, but like as far as like going towards a PSL latte, a pumpkin spice latte, they nailed it. And this is probably the most exciting salad I've ever had on a Lisbon property, bar none. If we gave ratings over 5, this is probably one of the few things I gave over that, because more people need to experience this across their taste buds. And I'm sad that most people won't come here just for a salad. You come to the bar, you wanted to, and get one, but are you brave enough? Do you love your pumpkin spice lattes enough? Like espresso, like Sabrina Carpenter style. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just excited for this salad. 5 out of 5 claws. It's on the Bear Sessions list. I'm glad that I'm the Cheers to the Princess. Very glad.
I am so excited when Chef Danny makes these cool creations. He showed us this little like infusion thing that he uses last time we came, and he did it again this time, which is, I love it. Now this is a mulled wine with pomegranate, and then in his cool little like carafe thing that he showed was like a Sanoma Bourbon infused like liquid that he poured on top of this, so then you get to have both of them at the same time. I took notes while he was talking, so you'll see that in the description. You've already read it in the description. Cheers to Chef Danny and his amazing creations. Oh. So, when I was growing up, one side of my family was really into Christmas and the other side wasn't. So the side that was, my mom's side of the family, my grandpa had like a special like cider dish. Not cider, it's like a punch, like one of those warm punches that you would serve during Christmas. He had like an alcoholic version that thankfully he sent me the recipe for before he passed. So I have that. But this is giving me like the same flavors of that. It's like a holiday punch, but chilled. And it's gorgeous. It's kind of like bright and just opens up your palate, and obviously it's giving me member berries, so I have no notes. I love this. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess's item. If you do get the royal treatment here at California Grill, you will not be disappointed.
The way that Chef Danny explained this has me thinking that this is like a Christmas infusion. If you're like me and the princess and like we're mourning the loss of Halloween, even though we're ready for it to end, but you're not quite ready for Christmas to start, because honestly, even though Thanksgiving is just a day in which we eat a lot of food, it doesn't feel quite late enough for Christmas yet, or the holiday season, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. The mulled wine with this cherry-infused bourbon, Don't ever let me start infusing things. I'm gonna be a menace. Menace. Oh, it smells wonderful. YouTube is an expensive hobby. Very expensive hobby. But I feel like without YouTube, I'd have more expensive hobbies. Like more expensive than YouTube. So in that, I'm thankful. As an early Thanksgiving statement. That is amazing. 5 out of 5 claws. My senses, I can smell the holidays. Bring on the Grinch. I want a fist fight.
When I saw that the new menu item for vegans at California Grill was a tamale, I was so excited because one, as a Southern California girl that was born in Huntington Beach and raised in Laguna Beach, I can tell you that tamales are 1000% a holiday item that is constantly offered in my neck of the woods growing up. So having one that I don't have to go to Festival of the Holidays for just makes me so excited because this is legitimate. This is a better tamal than what you get at Festival of the Holidays. And you guys do not understand how much I love a tamal. As a vegan, being able to get tamal is so rare because it's like chicken or something like that. They have a 26 ingredient mole, which is like legit. You want that for a authentic mole. My Californian heart is so excited for this. The flavor and the authenticity of this tamal really shines through. I have not had a lot of tamal since I have left California. Predominantly it's been Festival of the Holidays for me, and that one is not served in a husk. It's like the masa with impossible inside, and they put like a little mole and a little vegan parm. So it's like a sampling of a tamal if you are into tamales. But this one's legit. You know a tamale is legit when it's served in the husk. But then the way that the mole is made is taking me back home. Like that is so authentic. And then you just have it with all of the flavors. It is everything that you would want in a tamal and more. It is beyond my expectations. And it is mushroom based. There is mushroom in here, and I'm not even mad at the mushroom at all. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. I was very disappointed when the ratatouille, like stuffed squash, was gone because I really love that dish. But this is a perfect replacement.
I'm excited for this tamale with this authentic ingredients. The mole sauce was it 26 ingredients, and then the tamale wrapped with the corn husk. But then you have the masa. We said it's got roasted corn folded into it, and then the mushroom. Like this looks absolutely decadent. Something that I would definitely expect from fine dining. The chef was telling us about his family history of having this for the holidays in Guatemala. And you know what? We like those kind of stories with our food because the diversity in both our country and Walt Disney World are what makes this country great. Fight with your mama about it. That mole sauce is like history. Like those slow roasted smoky flavors, the ingredients of the slow build up in your mouth combined with the masa, and that roasted corn really does make a difference. I get those little bits of like char and roast in there combined with like the earthy flavor of the mushrooms. It gives it like this, like, I don't want to say from the earth, but like this really like home style both feeling and flavor that I don't think I've ever had replicated in any dish that I've ever had at Walt Disney World. The tamales at Festival Holidays are some of our favorite year after year. They don't taste anything like this. And now I feel as if the princess has led me astray because we go to California to visit family out there all the time. And she has never once taken me to get an authentic tamale in California. I feel like we need to make a trip soon. Probably not as soon as we would like. I need a tamale from experienced hands. These were expert hands, but I feel like this is opening a world of a piece of Hispanic culture I have not yet spent a lot of time with. And I want to spend more. Or at least my taste buds do. That's a 5 out of 5 clause. It's on the Mercedes list. The one thing that I have learned, knowing the princess for as long as I have, is that my experience with Hispanic food on the East Coast pales in comparison to flavors, culture, and execution on the West Coast. They both have their own unique styles and flavors, but like, if you haven't had California Mexican food, you're missing out. Missing out. Channeling more of a seasonal menu, what we have here is this seafood stew with this stable fish as like the center, but it's also a sourdough cremata on the bottom. It's sort of like a bread bowl. And then you have like this chowder around it with these little neck clams and fennel and everything else in here, meant to sort of like invoke the flavors of like the fall and the season in Northern California. So the weather's changing. You want something a little bit warmer. Weather's changing here in Florida too, like 2 degrees a time, a week even. But like the flavors and the smell and everything, and it snowing in Northern California, as the princess is informing me, I guess a seafood stew would be par for the course. I have no experience with the Pacific Northwest, but it's a place I would eventually like to visit. Until then, I'll have to settle for the flavors of the chefs that know it best. They gave me all manner of tools and devices for which to eat this. They said you can eat it any way you like. The chef was like, you could pick it up. The server was like, you could cut the sourdough on the bottom. But it is meant to be like a deconstructed bread bowl. So I definitely want to get a little bit of the bread in the bite with a little bit of it's already soaked into the chowder. I probably wouldn't suggest picking it up unless you really like messy fingers, but I want it all. The sable fish, I want some of these little neck clams in here. We're just going to load this up on the spoon. There are also like mini fingerling potatoes in here. So bread, sable fish, little neck clams, and potato with a little bit of fennel hanging on the side. The key and the secret, if there is any, to California Grill's food are both a story and culture. Those overlap a little bit because flavors are great. Cooking a meal. This needs a lot of chefs that can cook a meal. That is not a new thing. But getting chefs that can take a theme and carry that from point A to point B along with the story is rare. And a lot of those chefs are here at California Grill. I'm definitely getting flavors of just like a deconstructed chowder and like those warm sensations of fall as the seasons change. And that's not something you can convey with just ingredients on their own. Getting those flavors and ingredients to convey the feeling of the weather changing is a very special thing. And I know that's a lot of like weird foodie talk, but honestly, it's something that really has to be experienced. I say in every video, the California Grill and other signature dining Disney restaurants are more than just the food. They're also partly the experience, which is why I can continue to rave about the value of California Grill, because no, it's not cheap. But honestly, it should probably be a little bit more expensive than it is in some cases. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5 claws. The fennel's a bit strong. Other than that, I love it. So we love to celebrate an anniversary here. Not our anniversary. It is California Grill's, the start of their 30th anniversary. And as part of that 30th anniversary, on the menu, they have a little indicator with a 30 in it, with items that used to be in the menu that have come back to help them celebrate their 30th anniversary. Which, we've been coming for a while, but there's still things in this menu that we haven't had. So their 30th cocktail is the Monterey. You have Liqueur 43, some Mount Gay rum, Dole pineapple juice, and their house sweet and sour mix with a little floral in here. It's giving me vibes of what used to be the Top of the World Club. So, you know. I would usually hate on sour mix and the use of Dole in anything. But it's coming off as like a pineapple forward party in a martini glass, as well as should. How best to celebrate your anniversary than with a tasty pineapple themed cocktail. Now, the princess would not agree with me, obviously, because she does not love pineapple, but as far as I'm concerned, celebrate. I give that 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Chef Noah is at it again, making another amazing vegan dessert. This is an espresso dessert, but is also inspired by a Mexican hot chocolate. And we have like the tectonic plates here, a little Tootsie Roll inspiration. Ooh, look at me, I just ruined it. I'm gonna grab a piece. And then this gel is like the spicy gel, because like a Mexican hot chocolate always has some sort of like kick to it. Cheers. I am obsessed with the crunch of this chocolate. It is so amazing. And like the espresso is very subtle. So like I was expecting something that was a little coffee forward. Since espresso is in the name, it's not. It is more like a Mexican hot chocolate, and it does have like all of the components that you would expect from that. I love this. I didn't think that I would love the because like the panna cotta that we've had a few times here has been amazing, and it's changed seasonally. So I thought, oh, well, I'm probably just getting another panna cotta, right? No. This is amazing. This is so much better. Mad props to Chef Noah. Chef Noah is peak dessert chef. I would give it a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess's item. If you're plant-based, get this dessert. Well, you don't have any other choice, but you're going to enjoy this dessert.
Everybody's favorite course dessert. Why not Mexican hot chocolate? The plates and everything that goes into here, the different kinds of chocolate. I'm really excited for this like ancho chili spice gel here on the side. This gluten-free and vegan cake. It's sort of like moistened up with applesauce. We see that done a couple times across property, but never in something that looks this exotic and at the same time with like so much culture infused into one dish. I'm excited for this. Ooh. Now when they say like a spiced Mexican chocolate, when they say spiced Mexican chocolate, you definitely get like the flavors of like the spice, so like seasoned, not spicy. It's not getting any heat from the ancho chili. You can get that sort of like smoky flavor you get from that, but it mixes well. That chocolate in the cake. You would never get me to believe, even at Triton Spear Point, that this is a gluten-free cake. I just wouldn't believe it. I would call you a liar. I'd be yelling at you like Pinocchio with his nose growing. I would not believe. It's just decadent pieces of chocolate. It's very light, very airy, but I definitely get all of those flavors: the chocolate, the spices, the gel, and even like the sort of like Tootsie base of like Tootsie Roll like style of like the walls. It's all there. I would give that a 5 out of 5 claws. If you like chocolate, I need you to just order this. Don't be scared because it's plant-based. I know some of you're a little afraid. It's fine. We've all been afraid of something at once or twice in our lives. Me, a lot of my life. But chocolate's chocolate. And that, coming from somebody who is chocolate, is chocolate. I would give it a 5 out of 5 claws. A frequent problem in a lot of desserts at California Grill is they are works of art. So much so that like I don't even want to mess with it. But like look how beautiful this is. It's literally a pecan cake with like this maple infused gel in the middle sandwiched in between two pieces of actually fried crepe. But then on top of that like fried hardened crepe is printed the fall leaves, like a pile of leaves like you would run into as a child. And then you have this pear-infused gel over here to sort of eat everything with. So like fall flavors, spiced fruit, maple with pecan. we are going to disturb this pile of leaves. Avid amounts of the gels. Due to the first world trauma of my childhood, being forced to pick up multiple 5-gallon buckets of pecans in the backyard of my childhood home, I am not a pecan lover. I will avoid it like the plague whenever possible. Me and pecans, we're not best friends. We're like childhood siblings that like now can't stand inside of each other. But that, with the maple, if all fall leaves tasted like that, if the princess loses me, you will find me in the nearest pile of leaves, because that is delicious. Both beautiful and delicious. The maple gives it a sort of like, it's sweet but not overly sweet, and then you have that with the pecan cake, and the gel, it's just like your perfect artistic fall pie, but it's cake, a fall cake. All those flavors. I give that 4.75 out of 5 claws. So we actually talked to Chef Noah, who designed all of these desserts, but this is the one that he is the most proud of. This is their brand new chai spiced creme brulee. Now obviously it doesn't look like your normal creme brulee. They have everything hidden underneath. So this top is like a vanilla spice tool, but then the creme brulee is underneath. So this is like the top that you crack. And then underneath they have like a pear chutney underneath, and then like milk chocolate on the very bottom. So you have like the layers of a creme brulee, but in this like super like formed bowl, and sort of like all these designs. There's even a little bit of gold flake mixed in here. Like, this is beauty. So give it a little crack like you would a creme brulee. Just dive right in. Get some of that tulle. Get some of the pear on the side. I want that milk chocolate all the way at the bottom. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Even broken apart. A little wabi-sabi, if you will. I admit, I ordered the pecan cake. Not ordering this chai spiced creme brulee. I feel like I went wrong somewhere in life. Very, very wrong. That is absolutely decadent. That's one of those desserts like I feel like I should share with somebody, but I'm glad I don't have to. That literally, the chai spice with the chocolate and the pear gives it this like gradient of like sweet, the semi-sweet, and then the chai spice to just rest and balance. The tulle gives it a like light vanilla. It's like a cool cup of like chai tea. Or is it TT? Just a cool cup of chai on like a fall morning. That is amazing. That is a 5 out of 5 claws. It's on the Berry Necessities list. It's hard to pick between this one and the Princess dessert, but I think I'm giving the edge to this one because I want more of this for like multiple days. So I'm just gonna take this whole bowl home with me. We're done. You guys can go. Shoot. We're done. We're done here. Why are you still recording? We're done. I feel grilled.
I love California Grill. I love every time they change the menu. It's always so innovative and incredible. I was a little thrown about the music in the restaurant though, because it's the same music that you hear currently on Main Street with like the Christmas.
Yeah, the very Merry Christmas party.
And it was, I mean, well, not just the Merry Christmas party. If you walk during the day, it's the same. But like, it was just, it just threw me. Even though like, all the food was themed to the holidays. I don't know why. It just kind of threw me. I was expecting like because you know, like usually it's like that cheesy 80s like jazz, smooth jazz music. I was expecting that, or like a holiday version of that, but they didn't have that.
Yes.
But the food was amazing. I loved tamal. That was nostalgia vibes. Chef Noah was amazing.
Yes, fantastic. I definitely think that as far as answering the question of whether or not this is worth the price, the value, I believe, is still there.
Yes, the new menu is worth the new price. And mad shout out to Chef Danny, Chef Noah, Chef Catherine, Chef Jose, and our incredible server Mo. Everybody at California Grill is the magic.
Everybody's hitting it out of the park. We appreciate everything they do, and literally we come for the foodie experience. The food is also good. Like, food is great. But it's half of the experience if you're only just eating the food. But we want to know what you guys think. Do you guys still think about California Grill in the rosy rooftop way that we do? Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, maybe Bear will yeet himself into the magic kingdom and then be trapped there forever like the bear that escaped. And if you don't comment, he'll never leave.
You mean the bear that escaped from the island that no longer exists? The Tom Sawyer's island? Rest in pieces? But you heard the girl.
Maybe it's different now.